All right, so I then would like immediately, is Jan here?
Yes.
Ah, there you are. Yes. Why do you look younger than me? All right, so Jan is from Oberhoff, is from the UNV, United Nations Volunteers. These are the people who do most of the work with the Normally. All right, so you are welcome, and help me with 8 minutes.
I will do my best. Thank you very much. So first of all, thank you very much for the invitation, and it's a great honor to present in front of you, because I think we need very much young and motivated people in the system. So I also work in the HR in the HR section with UNV, and I would highly encourage you to use all kinds of entry spots like internships, consultancies, or even staff positions to enter the system, because we need you in the future to help us making the organization a better organization and a more effective organization, regardless of the organization, even with UNCCD or UNV or Univoc. Yeah. So in terms of UNV, what we are doing. So in principle, UNV organizes volunteerism for peace and development. We were established in 1971 by the decision of the UN General Assembly, and we are administered by UNDP, the United Nations Development Program. So UNDP is our mother organization. What exactly are we doing? We operate in around 130 countries. We have a field presence in over 60 countries. We are based in Bonn, and we currently have approximately 130 staff positions here in headquarters. And we have regional offices in Amman, Bangkok, Dakar, Nairobi, and Panama City. Our goals are to contribute to peace and development through volunteerism worldwide, to work with partners to integrate qualified, highly motivated, and well-supported UN volunteers into development programming, and to promote the value and global recognition of volunteerism. And here's our vision: to create a world where volunteerism is recognized and valued within societies as a way for all people and countries to achieve peace and development. So how do we do that? We have volunteers all over the world with 35 UN entity partners in 130 countries. We have 60% international volunteers, 40% national volunteers. We have almost have a gender balance, what means 47 to 53%, and we are very much proud about the 83% of volunteers coming from the Global South. Our key partners are, of course, other UN agencies. I don't know if you are familiar with all the acronyms. Maybe DPKO is the biggest one, and this is the Department of Peacekeeping Operations. Do you have an idea where are at the moment the UN peacekeeping operations ongoing?
Syria?
Yes.
Colombia?
Yes.
Yemen, maybe?
Yes. I did a printout for myself because it's quite a large number. The biggest, or the most well-known, I think, are in South Sudan and Darfur at the moment. Maybe Mali you heard about, and Congo. But there are also small operations like Cyprus, Lebanon, and Western Sahara. And there's still the mission in Haiti is also still going on after the earthquake.
And years before, there was a Kosovo one.
Yes.
Many years ago.
And it's still ongoing. Yeah. So you see, these peacekeeping operations are our largest field of business. After that, our mother organization, UNDP, and other organizations like UNHCR, the UN Flüchtlingswerk, UNICEF, die Kinderhilfe, UN Women, etc. So what we do is we gather applications from interested volunteers from all over the world, and we have them in our global talent pool. And here you have an overview of this talent pool. So we have applications from over 192 countries. We have over 170,000 active candidates, and the average age is around 34 years. Also, the pool is almost gender balanced with 40 to 60. And what we are also extremely proud of are the 49 candidates with disabilities. So this is one of the new trends in the UN system, I think, towards helping people with disabilities. So what we did in 2017, we had 17,000 online volunteers per year. We had 70% people from developing countries, and we had 187 countries engaged in online volunteering. This is only about online volunteers, not volunteers who are working in the field directly with partners. So if you're interested in volunteers, this is one other option, maybe to do it at home, at your PC, with your computer, helping people online. And we also have an International Volunteer Day, which is each year on December 5th, and this year's slogan is "Volunteers Build Resilient Communities." And here are some of our best practices, what we are extremely proud of, and what will show better what I tried to say in all my words. So this is a best practice from Nepal. In the aftermath of the Nepal earthquake, UNV is managing the removal of earthquake debris and the demolition of dangerous structures. UN volunteers are assessing buildings for structural integrity and carrying out the safe collapse of unsound buildings. So this we do with our partners, which are UNDP and the government of Nepal. Another best practice from Burkina Faso. UNV helped create West Africa's first national law on volunteerism and mobilize more than 30,000 youth volunteers. And this we do with also with UNDP, with France Volontaire, and with the government in Burkina Faso. And the last one is from Uzbekistan, where UNV helped train more than 1,700 community volunteers in tuberculosis prevention in Uzbekistan. And that we did with the government in Uzbekistan, with WHO, UNDP, UNFPA, and MSF. So I hope I could, in 8 minutes, I could give you an impression of what UNV does, and I hope we are inspiration in action, and I hope you join the UNV talent pool sooner or later. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You're doing very well with time. Any questions, please? I see your hand is already up here.
What's the difference between a volunteering position and internship?
Yeah, there's a huge difference. I mean, intern you do maybe in headquarters or regional offices. At least there must be an office or something. And the volunteers are working on the ground. So it's first of all very important. And secondly, our volunteers are also they receive a volunteer allowance. They receive a social security package, so that we don't offer to interns as well. And most important, for becoming a volunteer, you need specific skills. Well, you also need for being an intern, but I think the level of skills might be different.
Higher?
For volunteers, yes, higher, yes.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Okay.
Other questions?
Some of the volunteers that we get, I got one just now in our Africa office in Morocco, starting on 1 November, through this same process. Some of them are also sponsored by governments, like that one is sponsored by the French government. There's a nationality of Burkina Faso and French government. So, yeah, and that's almost like at a JPO level, which is P2,
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that some of the volunteers are also sponsored by government, but through this program.